It's Saturday morning. It's a good day for the blues. And we're going to have a good day today. This is your host, Ron Jackson. And that is John Lee Hooker and Carlos Santana, as you know. The Healer. Oh, man, I got a program planned for y'all today. I got a special guest in the house. He's going to be coming on in a few. He's going to give us some history on a couple blues fans that I'm going to disclose later. I'm not going to tell you now. But if you hold on, you will know. It is a special treat and a special honor to have this guy here this morning. Anyway, I'm not going to tell y'all no more. I'm going to let you listen in. Anyway, the telephone number here for Box Wave, 240-719-2560. It's a little cloudy outside, a little bit of rain, 2 days before Christmas, and we still got the blues. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, and we got a great show. All right, blues, let's take us on in.
I'm a bad luck child, just can't get a break. I'm a bad luck child, got no candles on my cake. The cards are stacked against me from the day I was born. I'm a bad luck child, people be warned. I'm a bad luck child, seems I can't do no right. I'm a bad luck child, I always miss my flight. No matter what I plan, I can't make it on time. Tripping over a dollar bill, trying to pick up 1 thin dime. Never had the luxury being able to fall from grace. Bad luck and trouble now keep smiling in my face. A bad luck child. All right. destiny seems to be sent. I'm a bad luck child, and my ship never comes in. No matter what I do, child can't do no right. But I'm the child, yeah. I'm the boy right now. Ain't this a pity? Ain't this a crying shame? Ain't this a pity? People, ain't this a crying shame? You know, 9 below zero. She put me down for another man. I give her all of my money, all my love and everything. Give her all of my money, all my love and everything. You know it's 9 below zero. She put me down for another man. She lied to me. She didn't tell me everything. You know this woman lied to me. She didn't tell me everything. Well, you know it's now 9 below zero. She put me down for another man. Put me down. You know, 9 below zero down. And this fool have put me down. Well, I ain't got no place to stay, Pine Top. Your buddy ain't got a line to dine. laying out there in the falling rain. Well, now the beach out on the delta now, people laying over there in the falling rain. Yeah, they're getting 9 below zero, and my love don't mean a thing.
Has been my has been my only friend. I've been on my own ever since I was 10. Born under a bad sign, baby. I've been down since I began to crawl. One of the bad luck, you know.
Let me He was telling me how you hurt him, that he tried to be a good man, how you went through all of his money, Lord, and broke his heart all over again. Now he's sitting there hurting and feeling sorry for himself. I sat there listening, and I caught the blues from someone else. It reminded me of my problems that I was having with you. Oh, how I trusted someone who was being untrue. Now I'm sitting here hurting and feeling sorry for myself. I shouldn't have been sitting there listening. I caught the blues from someone else.
Someone else.
Oh yes, I did.
Someone else.
I can't let this get me down and walk again on blues ground. I can't let this get me down. I know there's happiness to be found. I got the blues. Yeah. Oh, Lord. He said when he tried to leave you, something wouldn't let him go. I know what he's talking about, because I've been down that same road before. Now I'm sitting here hurting and feeling sorry for myself. I shouldn't have been sitting there listening. I caught the blues from someone else.
Someone else.
Oh my Lord, from someone else.
Someone else.
I was feeling alright until I talked to him last night. It brought back all of those memories. How the woman mistreated me. Someone else. I caught the blues. Someone else. I shouldn't have been sitting there. It started me to remember. She did me wrong. She hurt me so bad.
Someone else.
Yeah. I got the blues.
Someone else.
Way down in my soul. You shouldn't have treated me like that.
I'm an evil gal. Don't you bother with me.
The people talk about me both night and day. I said, Lord, please forgive them and go the other way. 'Cause I smell trouble. Lord, I smell trouble ahead of me. Oh, yeah. Yes, worries and trouble. Oh, they just won't let me be. And from now on, I will not run and hide. I'll face trouble with a smile, and all it pass me by. 'Cause I smell a mean trouble way over yonder. I see ahead of me. Yes, worries and trouble. They just won't, Lord, they just won't let me be. Oh, yeah.
gonna say go somewhere and hide. Hey, hey, you better watch out, baby, everything.
All right, blues fans, I told y'all we had a special today, and our special artist today is Mr. Bobby Parker, legend. I can't say enough about this guy. But today I also have my co-host in, Jimmy Hockaday, and he personally knows Bobby Parker. And what he's going to do is give us a story on how he know Bobby Parker and how the music happened and la-da-da-da everybody. So to all, for the first time in Vox Wave, and it won't be the last time, Jimmy Hockaday.
All right. Thank you for my intro, my brother. Happy holiday, everybody, and hope everybody had a safe and Merry Christmas. All right. But this song that Ron played, "Watch Your Step," was a big thing for Bobby Parker. That got him started quite a bit, you know. And I'm here just to iterate on how much I do know about Bobby. But there's a lot that him and I went through as blues musicians, but he was well, and I must say well beyond me and my musical ability back in the day, because I was much younger, of course. I'm an older guy now, as everybody can see, you know, but I'm still out here being involved in as much as I can as far as musical production and musical participation as far as our history is what I'm here to explain today on not only Bobby Parker, but there's some pictures on the walls in here, everybody. I want you to know, I don't know if we can zoom in on my main brother, Chuck Brown. He's on the wall there. I don't know, I was in there last time and I missed him. I don't know how I did as big as Chuck. Anyway, you know, he's a big factor in my life too. But anyway, Bobby came about in my life as I think I can recall when I was a kid. I think I was playing in a group called what's the group name? The Royal Tones out of Washington D.C., a singing group. And I was up and coming as a bass player, which I had learned my craft through my father at the time. I was given a bass guitar to play, and my father didn't really allow me to play a lot of music at the time because, I mean, he said it's a heck of a business to be in, and, you know, it's stressful. But my father raised kids here in the Washington, D.C. area, which is, I'm going to say, is my project today is explained about the sound of Washington, D.C. And I'm going to start just very briefly about how the sound of Washington, D.C. came about, but a lot of people really didn't really know who was in town here because Washington, D.C. had a lot of talent here, okay? And I'm not going to say how talented I am, but I had a little natural talent by watching some of the greats that got started around here. But as we talking about Bobby Parker, and with the Royal Tones, I was on a show, I think, at the Washington Coliseum. I don't know if anybody remember that venue, but I know it was on Florida Avenue, Northeast, where they hold all the big shows. So, ironically, we were placed on this show with James Brown. And Bobby Parker, I recall, I think he was on this show, James Brown, Royal Tones, as we were kids, just opening up the show. But as Bobby would say, that he met me playing with Junior Walker and All Stars, which I'm still a part of. I can show you what I'm doing now here, the Junior Walker new remix return. But Bobby said what he remembered of me, but I don't remember that, but Bobby remembered. So he said, man, you play pretty good on the bass, which a lot of people thought I was a pretty good bass player, you know. I'm on my way down, I think, just being older, your hands tighten up and sort of be a little more tighter. But Bobby was the greatest blues player around town, okay? As Ron hit me at last week, I was to be on this show, but Ron said, man, you know, we're going to have a show next week, brother, with I don't know how we come on that, Ron. How do we come about with Bobby Parker?
Well, we came up with Bobby Parker because we got to talking about guitars with LaRon Young, and that's when Bobby Parker came.
That's right. Okay. So Bobby Parker was the issue. So I said, man, come on, man, you can't be serious because me and Bobby broke bread on the road quite a bit. Well, anyway, Bobby Parker was a little before Chuck Brown. Okay, Chuck. We can get into Chuck a little bit. He came out of my family's house. My father was like the sound of Washington, D.C. at the time as a guitar player, playing around at all the NCO clubs, military bases, NCOs around Andrews Air Force Base, AC Ducey, Bolden Air Force Base. Otherwise, a lot of those contracts, nobody had those contracts, never knew how that was even working. Everybody knew my father was a guitar player, making money at it, you know. So Chuck and my brother were friends because they used to like run around, and Chuck was a guitar player, up and coming. But Bobby Parker, let's get back to Bobby. Bobby Parker was this blues player that he had made it some sort of way, playing the blues, because as Ron will have his repertoire around here, in his artillery, he has a lot of blues players, but Bobby Parker was one of them. But his name wasn't as big as all those other guys, Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf, and it's Ron. I think Ron knows a little deeper on all those players that were unheard of, but they were big in the blues. But Bobby, some kind of way, got in front of a lot of people by playing unorthodox blues in his own fashion, you know. So that's how he got through the door a lot. He played the blues, but he played his own way. And I got to know him through just being out on the road and playing around. Like I said, on that show with James Brown, and I think it was the Washington Coliseum at the time. So on the show, Bobby I think he went up there and played his own way, and he was stealing the show a lot now. People wanted him to calm down, you know. So he escalated and went to the Ed Sullivan show some sort of way, as I got a report yesterday. This is hot off the press now, that Bobby had was going on these shows and doing it his own way and stealing the shows. And folks didn't kind of like go for that, so it was like, who was this on the show? On the show they had Bo Diddley, of course.
Chess Records.
Chess Records?
Chess Records.
Chess Records.
Yeah.
Chess Records, exactly. All that. So they managed to get on the Ed Sullivan show. So what did I say? Bo Diddley, of course he wanted his fame to be same with Bobby on the show. So Bobby went up there, and I think he must have outshined him some sort of way and stepped on his foot a little bit musically. A lot of musicians don't like that, you know. They the star of the show. They want to be the star of the show. They don't want to be upstage. So Bobby said, man, look, man, if you don't calm down, they would eventually shut him down, blackball him, you know, from playing around. But Bobby was from this area, Washington, D.C., you know. So he had managed to, like I say, get through the ranks by playing unorthodox, and really, like I said, he played that guitar like a madman. I mean, you know, and people didn't really sort of like want him to overtake their sound. So Bobby was like sort of on his own around the blues set, as they call it. Personally,
The Chitlin Circuit.
thank you, my brother. The Chitlin, thank you. The Chitlin Circuit. Matter of fact, that's a league all in itself. Okay, I knew nothing of the Chitlin Circuit at the time. I was too young to know. But what happened with Bobby, it went on that Ed Sullivan show and upstage people and made people angry. So then his notoriety was, like I say, somebody else told me about how they could blackball you in music now in certain ways, you know. But I never heard of a person getting blackballed by way of playing too well or playing too good, you know. So then Bobby went about his way. I was a young kid coming up. So I think it was 19, if I got my notes straight. Let me see here. Where are my notes at? I think it was, here we go. I ran back into Bobby Parker in the 70s. You know, I was on the road with Junior Walker once again in All-Stars, and I think I was in that bus crash with Junior Walker at the time, so I decided Junior was a little jinxed, because as my brother over there, Ron, would know, they used to call him the Road Runner. Am I right?
That's right.
Call him the Road Runner. You know, we had that bus, and we was on the road tearing it up. So I was to join Junior Walker on the tour out of New York City after coming out the Apollo Theater, which people, I know you've heard of Apollo. So we was in a bus crash, and I was like, to me, I mean, I thought I was going to die in that crash. And luckily, some sort of way we survived.
Now, Jimmy, before you get into Junior Walker, let's go back to Bobby. I'm going to play one by Bobby.
Okay.
And I want you to elaborate on this one after the record.
Okay.
I'm going to maybe show a video if I can get it up and going.
Okay.
And then we're going to come back.
Okay.
And then we're going to do some more Bobby.
All right.
All right. Hold on, folks.
All right.
I'm so glad that I found you. You gave me something that is here to stay. You made me feel like I'm somebody. As I go from day to day. Well, Lord, and oh, I feel so good about you that if I should lose you, I just don't know. I just don't know what I would do. Looking for a good woman, it was more than just a notion. It was like looking for a goldfish way out in the middle of the ocean. That's why I'm so glad I found you. There's one thing I want to say right here, darling. Whoa. We have kept our love so new. If we never got together, I just don't know. I just don't know what I would do. Oh, you so good. I didn't know our love could be so strong. When we get together, we make our love last all night long. I'm so glad I found you. And I really hope you feel that same way too. And oh, if we had never put our thing together, I just don't know. woman, you gonna pay. You gotta tell her how much you love her. Tell her how much you need her. My friend told me send her by the postman to put them in her hand. He told me to lick them and stick them and send them on their way. The stamps on your letters that I'm sending you today. I got some sweet words to tell my good woman just how much she means to me. Ooh, that's the way it's got to be. I'm gonna lick 'em and stick 'em and send them on their way. The stamps on the letters that I'm sending you today. You gotta lick 'em and stick 'em. 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 Oh, now you gotta lick 'em and stick 'em and send them on their way. Stamps on your letters that I'm sending you today. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The same. They want you to give them a good name. Treat them with respect and tell them nice words, even if you keeping them in check. You gotta lick them and stick them and send them on their way. I mean, the stamps on the letter that I'm sending you today. Tell her how much you want her. Make her know how much you miss her. Tell her how good she looks and that you wanna kiss her. Wanna lick it and stick it and send it on its way. The stamp on your letter that I'm sending you today. And stick 'em, send 'em on out. And you'll have good intentions, and there'll be no doubt. Lick 'em and stick 'em, and send 'em on out. You gotta lick 'em and stick 'em, and send 'em on their way. The stamp on your letter that I'm sending you today. You gotta lick 'em and stick 'em. 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 Oh, now you gotta lick 'em and stick 'em and send 'em on their way. The stamps on your letters that I'm sending you today. Oh, Lord. Woo.
All right. I thought I'd give y'all a little Bobby Parker, and now we're going to get back to Jimmy.
All right.
And he's going to give us some more history. Come on, Jimmy.
All right. Well, welcome back, everybody. You know, happy holidays. It's part 2. Yeah, I had to recalculate my mentality. But anyway, back to Bobby Parker. Now, okay, what happened to me was, like I said, after the accident and the bus crash with Junior Walker, I decided to sort of like take a break off the road, okay? Because that was like some kind of episode that I thought, wow, man, that's a little too much for me to be running around the road taking those risks at the time. So now I get off the road, and my buddy, he's playing with Bobby Parker. I said, are you talking about the same Bobby Parker? He's Bruce Marshall, by the way, the drummer, who played with me around the world, different places. Started off with the Unifics with Al Johnson, okay? And I got off the road with Junior Walker for a while, and he says, well, he needs a bass player, you know? I said, oh, man, I don't know if I play the blues, man, all night with Bobby Parker, because I knew Bobby Parker was all blues. Am I right, Ron?
All blues.
He was all blues, different keys. I said, oh, man, you know. But I said, I'll possibly just go ahead and do that. He was playing the sound of Washington, D.C., everybody out there who don't know. At the time, Bobby, I would imagine after the Black Ball or when he got shut down from being out there on Big Time Road, he had to come down here and play around the Washington, D.C. area. Okay? That's where I came in. So, went on my first date with Bobby. Bobby said, man, you know, it's been a long time. I remember you, man. You did Hawker Day that was played on that show with James Brown, the Coliseum. I said, well, I don't know, Bobby. You might be right or wrong. I don't know who I was playing with, but I know I ran into him. Okay? So went on a show with Bobby, man, and that night, first show I played with Bobby, I'm talking about this was my first gig with Bobby after coming off the road with Unifics, 5 Stair Steps. I ran around Marvin Gaye, and then, you know, those were different type of little concepts. But Bobby, once again, I mean, the reputation Bobby had was he gonna play the blues. He ain't gonna play no cover songs, you know. He ain't gonna play no radio tunes, you know. He's gonna do it his way. I mean, that's what probably got him in trouble, but that's how Bobby was. So went on some show with Bobby. There was some escapades we went through with Bobby, you know, and he turned out to be the greatest guy in the world with me, you know. Never had no problem with no monies. If I had a problem with Bobby Parker getting paid, it was somebody didn't pay him right. But other than that, he was a pretty fair guy. But Bobby was like a kind of guy that went on the jobs, and he would go up there and wouldn't be no song list. Okay? I said, Bobby, what we going to do? You just wait till we hit the stage. That's how it went, you know. So this is how Bobby did it. And I think a lot of people can't get into that, okay? You know, no line up, no this, no that, when we hit the stage. But it's all in his head. You know what I'm saying, Ron? It was all in Bobby's head, man, about what he was going to do when he hit the stage. Because he never knew himself. Them licks and lines. But anyway, there was an episode where Bobby went on stage, man, and people was like, man, does he let up? You know, no, Bobby didn't let up playing the blues at all. I mean, it was one tune. I said, Bobby, he said, blues B flat, blues A flat. You know what I'm saying? And I said, well, this is how it's got to be, but he got to be the best partner I ever had on the road playing, you know. And it was actually, as I can remember, there was only 3 of us a lot of times on a lot of his jobs up there. He didn't want nobody else up there. I mean, I don't know if you can recall that, Ron. But when it came to him on stage, he didn't want any extra people up there. And he got really stuck on me on the bass. It had to be me, and it had to be Bruce Marshall, the drummer that was his ace, you know. Knew all his licks, and Bobby would get up there and put that guitar on 10, you know. And you had to put your plugs in your ears. You know, that's what he's going to do.
But you know, Jimmy, he had a special sound. That sound that he had.
Right on, brother.
I mean, he crafted that thing.
Yes, sir.
You know, I've seen him many times. Carter Burn, PG Community College.
Right on, brother.
All over town, everywhere, up in Hagerstown.
Yeah, he was
all the blues festivals.
He was all the festivals.
All the festivals. All the festivals.
He was the sound of D.C.
Yes,
for a while. Bobby Parker was all over.
Yes, he
but
was.
He just never could get out, you know, on Big Time Road again. I guess that little Black Ball thing actually worked.
It worked on him.
It worked.
A lot of people stole a lot of riffs of his.
That's right.
You know, especially Watch Your Step.
Oh, wow.
The Beatles, what was the song that the Beatles did that was Day Tripper?
Day Tripper. Hey.
That was his guitar lick. Right.
Hold it, brother.
Okay, I'm going to stop right there.
No, you woke me up. Matter of fact, you want to come down to Day Tripper. That was the name of the band I played with over on Capitol Hill. I was the Hockaday and the Day Trippers. You know, since my name was Hockaday, I was called Day Trippers. You dig? You know, all around with Mickey and the Blazers. What's the other brother's name? Joe Tate at the time, the saxophone player. But anyway, back to Bobby. Bobby was like a helter-skelter guy. He was high-strung. His nerves was unbuggable. You couldn't get on his nerves because matter of fact, he didn't even really hear you. You know, I was wondering, Bobby, you hear something on stage? He said, I got enough of you that I need. Okay, he didn't want you. You couldn't overpower him because he's gonna have his on 10. You're gonna have to get down. You're gonna have to come down because he got it. But man, the licks on that guitar could be intimidating to a lot of people that played guitars at the time, the blues, you know. So here's the episode we should go to. So this is the most common. I'm gonna put some humor in the experience. But we were playing some NCO club down someplace, man, Cross Creek somewhere, Virginia somewhere, man, military club. So we coming out of the venue, and we loading up our equipment, right? So Bobby was like that. He be in a hurry. He in a hurry to get to the gig, and he's in a hurry to leave. You know. So we backing Bobby out with the equipment in the truck. So we flagging him out. Come on out, Bobby, back up. You know, he had his own vehicles, he had his own equipment, and he'd be loaded down. He had them towering amplifiers, you know, all loaded down the truck. So I say, Bobby, back up, man. Cut right. He cut left, and the whole truck goes down the ditch. Goes down the ditch, my brother. We in the, oh, Bobby, you done did it again. We was getting all kind of mishaps with Bobby, you know. But that was one of the funny, humorous nights I had with Bobby, you know. And we wound up having to have the military come in with one of the monster tow trucks to tow us out you know, out the hole. But Bobby said, man, look, man, that's how it goes in music. You're going to go through stuff because that's how it goes. The music business was so hectic, you know, for me personally. But Bobby was an experience in itself. And I'm here tonight, or today rather, to just express, you know, my condolences to the brother when he passed away. And I'm going to explain my last little goodbye to Bobby. Bobby was playing with Chuck Brown out here as this brother here, your new help, was saying out here, Fairfax. And it was a theater out there where Bobby Parker and Chuck were invited to play this theater. I forgot the name of it out there, Fairfax Avenue Boulevard or something like that. Arlington Boulevard is a theater.
It sounds like State Theater.
State
Theater.
Theater, bro. Right on there. State Theater. Where Bobby Parker and Chuck were performing, and they asked me to come in to, you know, to kind of assist with them, and you know, just the brothers was like that with me, you know. They gave me my props for being a Hockaday, you know, because my father, particularly, was one of the pioneers of Washington D.C. sound of music. Everybody come to my house. We have, and we're gonna get to after leaving Bobby Parker's. I'm sorry.
Jimmy, I got your song for you, man. You want to hear it real quick?
Come on.
All right, we're coming with you.
Okay, come on with it then, brother. Oh, wow.
children. Whoa, whoa, and a new pair of boots. Somebody is coming through my house when I'm gone. Oh, yeah. And I'm gonna ask my old lady what must I do. I'm gonna call the police, and I believe I'm gonna call the police on her too. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What'd you say, Jim?
Yes, sir. Happy holidays again, everybody. Now that was Bobby's notorious guitar playing at his best. You know, I try to imitate those licks, but that's just like when he starts saying, I'm going to get up and just start playing, it comes out of him naturally. Okay. But I'm going to tally it up and saying, you know, that show out there with Bobby and Chuck, they were together. And once again, like I say, you know, I'm the youngest of the Hockaday players. My father started a lot of people out of our house. And I'm gonna go through the roster, and then we're gonna close out the show. Of course, my sponsor over there saying I got a little time to come back to Junior Walker. But anyway, coming out of my house, the sound of Washington, D.C. Now, I have it all written here. I know everybody wonder why I got this paper. But anyway, the sound of Washington, D.C., okay, who came through my house that I knew of when I was a kid, maybe about 7, 8 years old. First of all, Bobby Parker was a forerunner at the Howard Theater. Chuck Brown come out of my house, forerunner. Peaches and Herb, give him his props. Started off with him as he come in. If he can witness this show with Hockaday sitting there talking this, he thought, oh man, don't tell too much.
Hey, Jimmy, I got a little bit of Chuck Brown and Bobby. I'm going to play a little bit.
Hey, come on with it. Right on, bro. Good to go.
How was he?
He's my great inspiration, and I love him all. I love King, I love B.B. King, Leonard Hopkins, Howard, Johnny Hoover, Wesley Clement, I love them all. But this man is my favorite. Give him a lot.
That's what they do.
If you love somebody, put your hands up. All right. You love Little Betty? Put your hands up. Love Little Betty?
That's Chuck Brown. I just want to get a little bit of that, Jimmy. We got to move on, but I just want to get you a little bit of that you was talking about.
Okay, everybody, and thank you a lot for that, my brother. That's the way I want to remember them too. You know, when them two get together, you know, it's camaraderie shit as far as I'm concerned, because see, it's a spiritual thing with me. So everybody around, you know, DC know that, you know, I played around a lot, but they don't know where I got my talent and my experience from. Like I was telling you about the sound of Washington, DC, was, once again, Chuck Brown come to my house and lived with my family for a while when he was living on the street. Of course, everybody don't know about Chuck and Hoss. He had some difficult times, but the brother came up and out and took off, you know. And I was proud to know that he come through my house with the Hockadays, Joe Hockaday Jr. and Joe Hockaday Sr. We coached us. Billy Stewart, Fat Eddie, that come by my house, sitting in the park. Mark Green, Mark, I'm going to tell you, watch the show, my brother. Mark Green in the Moments, you know. Peaches and Herb, okay. Just to name a few that people come through my house and gave me what I needed to do what I'm doing now. I'm not all that a great player. People say, oh man, pretty good, but I used to be good. But I got my talent from those guys that came through my house and honored my father, who was a big-time guitar player around here, played all the military clubs before anybody like Chuck Brown, Billy Stewart, and all them guys ever made a dime in playing music. My father was already doing it, playing all around here, buying cars and houses off of playing music, and everybody wanted a piece of that. So I'm telling you how the sound of music evolved. Herb, you know it, don't you, my brother? Me and Herb was working at the Bureau Engraving, just to speed it along, and we were taking rags to the presses at the Bureau Engraving in Washington, D.C. We were burning money. So one day we said, man, you know, one day we got to get back out and playing music, man. We've been singing on the corners too long. Too long. You know, all this we got, we can make it, man. We're going to come in with this song right now, my brother. You coming, you powering up? This is a song here.
Man, who needs that to live a life free and easy? Put the toothbrush in my hand and let me be a traveling man, 'cause I'm a road runner, baby.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. This is Jimmy Holiday, the spokesman for Junior Walker's All-Star Band, coming at you across the land. Yeah. You know, this is old school music by Junior Walker himself. It's called Tune Up. We always did this song to start off so we can tune up and get started. You know, I had the pleasure of meeting the man at the Apollo Theater in New York City. You know?
What's happening, man?
Yeah, what's going on, dude?
Gotta have some money.
Yeah.
Watch out, sucker.
I need some money, man.
Got to have it, got to get it.
I need some money, man.
Got to have it, got to get it.
I need some money, man.
Got to have it,
Watch out. I need some money, man.
got to have it, got to get it.
I need some money, man.
Got to have it,
Need some joke. Yeah.
watch out, sucker.
I need some money, man.
Got to have it, got to
Yeah.
get it.
Taking this job, trying to survive. Everybody running around trying to survive. Everybody running around the street.
Some people don't have nothing to eat.
I need some money, man.
Got to have it, got to get
I
it.
need some money, man.
Got to have it, got to get
I
it.
need some money, man.
Got to have it, got to get
I
it.
need some money, man.
Got to have it, got to get it.
Taking this joke before I go broke. Everybody know I'm gonna have a stroke. I got no money in my pocket. I'm about to fall right out there in my socket. I need some money, man.
Got to have it, got to get
I
it.
need some money, man.
I got to have it, got to get it.
Taking this load before I explode. Everybody knows I got to go. For the money in my pocket, the little man. I got some change, man. I need some money. Money, man.
Got to have it, got to get it.
I need some money, man.
I got to have it, got to get it.
I need the money, man.
I got to have it, got to get it.
I need the money, man.
I got to have it, got to get it.
I need the money, man.
I got to have it,
Yeah, watch out, sucker.
yeah, watch out, you too.
I said up and down, all around town. I run around trying to chase cash down. Everybody know I got no money in my pocket. I'm about to fall right out the socket. I said everybody know what's going down, but everybody trying to tell me a lie. I need some money, man.
I got to have it, got to get it.
I need the money, man.
I got to get it, got to have
I
it.
need some money, man.
I got to get it, got to have it.
Up and down, all around town. I'm trying to get some money in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? The grocery store, gasoline, everything look like it's getting lean. I got no money in my pocket. I'm about to fall right there out the socket. I need some money, man.
Got to have it, got to get it.
Taking this joke.
Before I go broke.
I need some money, man.
I got to have it, got to get it.
I need the money, man.
I got to have it, got to get it.
I need some money, man.
I got to have it, got to get it.
I need the money, man.
I got to get it, got to have it.
I need some money, man.
I got to get it, got to have it.
Get nasty.
Watch out, sucker.
Hey, dude, what's going on, man? You got 50 cents?
Nah, man.
I need $1, man. Got no money in my pocket. You see what I'm saying? Taking this job, trying to survive. Everybody know I'm trying to stay alive. Cause I got no money in my pocket. I'm just about to fall right out the socket. Yeah. I need some money.
Got to have it, got to get it.
I need some money, man.
I got to get it, got
Everybody
to
knows. Watch it, sucker.
Watch out, dude.
I'm taking this joke before I go broke. Cause everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? Up and down, all around town. People know trying to get some dough in their pocket. I'm running. Get nasty. I need some money, man.
I got to have it, got to get it.
I need the money, man.
I got to get it, got to have
I
it.
need some money, man. Whoa! Taking this load before I explode. Everybody knows I got to go. For the money in my pocket, little man. I got some change, man. I need some money. Everybody know I'm going around and round, chasing the cash down all around town. I need some money. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you just heard my new shot, hot off the House, not the House of Representatives, but the House of the Washington, D.C. Sound, all right? And that was my latest response to the Donald Trump tax trick that he put through the public. And we want to know that we need some money. You know, we ain't talking about top corporate, the plantation owners, the masses, but we're going to come back with the problem of America. We all need some money. Can I get an amen, my brother? Amen. Amen, my brother. We all need some money. We ain't talking about the top corporate. We ain't talking about the low class, middle class, high. Everybody needs some money. You dig? But anyway, everybody, the sound of Washington, D.C. all evolved around all those brothers that we talked about today. Now, there's more, isn't it, Ron? We got more. There's Marvin Gaye that you got on the wall there.
Soon be coming on this show.
Soon?
Soon.
Coming soon. But ladies and gentlemen, I think that I've expressed a lot of what I want to say coming out my spirit. But I'm still doing the Junior Walker family sound of Motown also. See, I'm doing the sound of the Delphonics. I'm going to give my props up to all the brothers that paved the way to give me and the new wave of music coming up. The brothers and sisters coming up, the young ones, I don't think they know the heritage of all this music that was created by us black folks. And I'm black, and it doesn't matter about where you come from and how you do it, as long as you do it right, you know. And my main conquest is to spread the music around as long as I'm alive. And, you know, there's a lot going on that they need to be known, you know, truthfully within our society. Like I said, and Ron just pulled up that song, I Need Some Money. Now, that was an impromptu sound from my heart and soul is restless about our people not having enough money, man. I mean, Ron, can you get with that, my brother? I mean, we need some money to survive.
Oh, yeah, you need the money to survive. Without that, you can't make it.
You can't make it.
Sky high prices
Hey,
on rent, car notes
Hey,
are
how
high.
about that, brother?
Hey, man, insurance is high.
High, everything high.
Man, you can't go out there and eat at Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Without spending at least $10.
At
man.
least $10.
At least $10.
They got the $5 special, but that's just to make you mad.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's going to
just
make you
makes
mad. Yeah, that's going to make you get another one. So
Come on,
5
brother.
and 5
Tell me
is
about-
what?
That's right.
That's $10.
$10.
$10. If you ain't, you could easily
Yeah.
spend, oh, I know it because I
Yeah,
do it,
yeah.
$60 to $120 a week on eating out alone. And that's just yourself.
That's yourself. That's just yourself.
And that's just the that's not the high-end restaurants.
We're
That's
talking about low end.
Yes, sir.
We're talking about, but everybody, the brother just explained it, you know, and we could talk all we want, like the Donald Trump tax trick and all that, you know, how the high corporate plantation cotton, I'm putting in plain layman terms, how way back in the time when they had the plantations were producing all the cotton and sending all the revenues over to Britain. But it's about the same thing. And then the cotton pickers, they got to pay the tax. They ain't making no money. So right now it's the same thing. It's slavery at its highest form where the cotton picker is paying taxes. He ain't getting paid enough. And the plantation owner, he ain't paying anything. And he's raking in all the cotton, otherwise known as the cash. You dig? Now, how is that any way, fashion, or form logical? Is what I'm trying to figure. So I have it in my soul, man. I have the Junior Walker sound going on. I had this going on, but I don't have anything going on unless my people are happy, you know. And I was saying to myself the other day, I'm not going to be bitter about that bill passed. I'm trying to absorb the fact that, you know, any kind of way or fashion, there's going to be money needed. We can't sit in the studio right now without money, you know. I'm not able to perform music without money, you know. So my motto is coming from now. Like there's the MGM Theater or casino down the street there that I'm a part of, and I want to make known that my partner LaShawn Dade, if she's looking in on it, you know, that I got to meet and got to be a personal friend at the MGM box office, that she recommended that we get into the sound of Washington, D.C., okay, and I've expressed to her about this venue here, Vox, what's the proper? Vox Wave? Vox Power. And I told her to look in on it, and she's new to her job, I'm sure, and she explained that, which is a good format to put out there as the sound of Washington, D.C. You know, we've always been put behind as far as music is concerned, and not having our sound up, like we're not representable. But that brother right there on the wall right there, Marvin Gaye, big sound of Washington, D.C. Here, look here. Delphonics, my brother I live and work with right now, he is born and bred here in Washington, D.C., but he's the sound of Philadelphia. You know, Lala means I love you.com records. I want everybody to go to that for Poochie Hot. Lala means I love you.com. Okay? And that's a lot that I have to say about my friends and family that I played for life. And I'm in it for life. And this brother here, I want to thank him for having me on today. Ron Jackson of Vox Wave. I mean, tremendous talent, you know, because he has a talent too in a venue. Me and LaRon talk highly of this brother. And Ron Rolling Grimes, okay? Just to name who's behind this whole venue. We got new brothers sitting out here right now watching me. There's up-and-coming assistant engineers, Wes Glover, that's new on the scene coming here. And, yeah, let's give it applause for everybody with the sound of Washington, D.C. All right. With that, I'm going to close out and take it back to the music with Ron Jackson of Vox Wave Productions and .com, all right? Thank you. Happy holiday, everybody. Remember, don't take no plug nickels. We all need some money.
All right, Ike Turner, let's take us home.
Well, I'm so up, drunk as I can be. Well, I'm so up, drunk as I can be. Well, my head is dragged alcohol with no teeth. I went to get my paycheck and I was on my way home. I went to get my paycheck and I was on my way back home. Stopped for a drink with the boys and everything went wrong. I had one drink, two drinks, maybe 3 or 4. But when I got through, it wouldn't let me go 'cause I was too up, drunk as I could be. Well, my head was ragged as a apple with no teeth. Moonshine, shine on me. I had one drink, two drinks, maybe 3 or 4. But when I got through, it wouldn't let me go 'cause I was too up, drunk as I could be. Well, my head was ragged as an apple with no teeth. I was too up, drunk as I could be. I was tough, drunk as I could be. Well, my head was ragged as an apple with no teeth.
Okay, everybody, I'm coming back here live here with VoxWave.com. Everybody, this has been a very experience for me, by the way. And I'm so blessed to have a venue like this and have camaraderie like this, you know? There's nowhere in D.C. that you can get this, I don't think, that's available. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for giving me my ability and my time of my mind to come here and do this. And I'm working currently with the Delphonics, and I'm working with Dirk DeWalt, which we're going to be doing some new things with Rolling Grimes on some projects going to the national TV mandate stations, Bounce TV. We got some documentary coming up on Virginia Walking All Stars. And I'm formulating a new band coming out of Atlanta, Georgia. And I want to announce my new lead singer is going to be a lady. They're going to be shocked. I'm going to have she's a white girl. She got a lot of soul like Janis Joplin. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put her up front. Her name is Moonshine Millie. And she's a great personality on stage I discovered in Atlanta, Georgia area. And I got my crew coming out from there, okay? And that's going to be my new All-Stars. Because I had some problems with the All-Stars, okay? Junior Walker's son didn't want to play, and I went on sets and without a horn player and vocalist and tried to do that stuff myself, and everything fell on me as the band leader. So as LaRon was saying, they heard about I did this bad show, Moon Man, whatnot, on this show with Joe Phillips, my main brother. I'm going to mention Joe. Jumping Joe Phillips with the Winstons. You know the Winstons, right, Ron? Okay, Color Me Father fame. Yeah, I'll tell him to watch this. But anyway, he booked the shows, and Junior Walker's son, who really can play the saxophone, didn't want to come on. I was facing the black ball, too. And I'm a band leader, so people expect me to be a miracle worker or something, you know? Because I get around so much, I guess, like a road runner. I can play all these instruments and make all these things. Like you said, you heard that I Need Some Money? I played all that by myself. Now, I do impromptu stuff like Bobby Parker. You know, and I don't want to get blackballed and anything, but I'm an honest guy in music, you know, but everybody think I can do everything. But anyway, back to my little endeavors is the Delphonics, Junior Walker and All-Stars. I'm formulating my new band, which is called the New All-Stars. And I got Moonshine Millie going to be sitting up front doing my little lead vocals and background vocals that I'm hopefully that I can formulate and not get the pressure that I had, you know. I go on these shows and I got to do all the singing, and I'm not supposed to sing Junior Walker and All-Stars. I'm supposed to do the backup and play my bass like I'm supposed to. But anyway, next coming in, well, we got LaRon Young, right? We got LaRon Young coming in? Not yet? When is he coming in? Next show.
Hopefully he'll come in next on the show.
Hey, LaRon, we after you, my brother. You okay? Because I'm going to probably be heading back to California, so he's going to probably have to dig you up. All right?
He ain't far to find.
Yeah, I know.
I can get it.
He's just down the road. Right on.
Down the road.
Right on. And I'll be back sometime after the first of the year with Roland Grimes doing Junior Walker's son. We're going to be doing some documentary on Junior Walker and trying to air this documentary on the TV networks. So that's my next project around here, along with this new edition. You got new Wes Glover, Theo Pugh. That's going to be happening around here, helping Ron Jackson out with VoxWave.com, Power Radio on YouTube 373. Okay, everybody? And with that, I'm going to turn you back over to my constituent and my main partner now, fellow veteran, Ron Jackson.
All right, y'all. First of all, I'd like to thank Jimmy for coming.
All right.
And y'all, that ain't the last time you hear from Jimmy.
All right.
All right, he'll be back. We're at the end of the show. It was a great show, one of the best ones I had since I've been here. I used to be here by myself. But anyway, I'd like to thank everybody for coming. I'd like to thank the one person that called. I couldn't get him because I couldn't reach him in time, but I did know you called. Anyway, John Lee, Carlos Santana.
Whoa.
Let the blues heal you.
Oh,
next Saturday, 8 o'clock a.m., no fail. Everybody have a good Christmas, and we'll go out with that.
All right, my brother.